one of the things that we're doing throughout the course of the day and working with the JDF to do is we're assessing stores that exist in the areas worst affected that are standing and are able to operate and have stock and can be restocked because the roads are close to those areas. So in those areas where stores exist and have stock and are able to function, we'll be initiating a voucher system as soon as is possible because we don't need to mobilize physical goods to go there. Where stores are not in a position to operate, we will be dealing with packages, certainly with dry goods and non-perishables, so that they're able to make their own meals in that regard. We will also be supporting with several of their members in the food and beverage industry, through the JDF, through the ODPEM, through the Ministry of Labour, with cooked meals where they're able to support. So for instance, I know today across 3 of our major patty suppliers, some 35,000 patties are being baked to be sent to the West in Jamaica. And that's one initiative of many, but we'll be reconvening mid-afternoon and we'll give a formal update in terms of how we plan to distribute significant food packages over the next 7 to 10 days to the worst affected areas this evening. Thank you, Minister.
Thank you very much, Minister. As you see, we're all jumping in where we can and supporting the effort as best as we can. One of the main questions we've had from the media, particularly, has been about the cat bond. And so, Minister Williams, we are going to ask you to give an update on that. Just noting we do have a cabinet meeting, so we will have to break soon because all of us are needed in cabinet. And so Minister Williams will go, and then Minister Mackenzie will give his and then Minister Williams first, and then Minister Wheatley, and then Minister Mackenzie will close.
Good morning again, everyone. All right, I know that we can agree that we can't prevent the storms and hurricanes that come at us. But one thing this government can be credited with is putting together a robust national natural disaster risk financing policy and taking the steps to ensure that we put the financing in place, the financing framework, and maintain it over the years and made it more robust, so that this morning we can stand here to remind you that that framework consists of several layers. The first layer that we can immediately call on is the contingencies fund with $5.3 billion. Then we have the National Natural Disaster Reserve Fund with $1 billion. There are some conditions that apply, and we'll work through those. Layered on top of that are our different insurance policies, and we do have 2 insurance policies with the Caribbean Catastrophe Insurance Facility, otherwise called CRIF, C-C-R-I-F, and the coverage there for tropical cyclone is US $91.6 million, and for excess rainfall, the coverage is US $37.3 million, of course. Those are also parametric insurance, meaning preset conditions, and those will be calibrated, and we will get information as to whether or not there would be a payout from that insurance. On top of that, we do have the catastrophe bond, otherwise called CAT bond, for a potential.
The race is on. Someone is about to transform your industry. And just like that, everything changes. What will they think of next? What will you?
Is triggered. I know that there have been many articles written, many questions asked. It was only this morning that I had I got word from our financial secretary, but I wish to take that word to cabinet for discussion before we talk about it publicly in the press. Additionally, we do have loans, contingent loans from our international partners. And so From the IDB, we also have a contingent credit facility of US $285 million. So you can see if the layers are exhausted, you can see how we can continue to the next layer. And so I just want to remind you that we do have these facilities in place. We don't have all the information just yet as to precisely what the payout will be from each of them. But as we get that information after updating the Prime Minister and the Cabinet, we will make that available to you. And you saw this morning as well the Premier from Cayman, $1 million Caymanian dollars. You heard the list from Minister Dana Dixon about just all the contributions that have come in to date. And so I know as the world looks on and they get more information about just the devastation that we've faced, that we will continue to see our neighbors, not only in the Caribbean, but across the world, rally to our assistance. So that would be my update, Minister. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Minister Williams. So we now have Minister Wheatley. This is your first time with me. Good. And you have a very sobering update for us. So thank you, Minister, for being here.
Thank you very much, Minister. Good morning, everyone. While Jamaica and the government tries to deal with the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa, we have some unscrupulous players, not necessarily within Jamaica, but worldwide, trying to take disadvantage of the situation. The Jamaica Cyber Incident Response Team, Jamaica CERT, is issuing an urgent alert to the public in Jamaica and worldwide regarding the emergence of fraudulent websites attempting to exploit generosity in the wake of Hurricane Melissa. Jamaica CERT's monitoring systems have detected multiple suspicious domains currently under development that appears designed to divert hurricane relief donations away from legitimate channels. In fact, up to last night, we identified 8 such sites, and just now it has been updated to 28 sites that are attempting to divert contributions, donations from legitimate sources. These malicious actors are creating fake websites with names deliberately similar to Jamaica's official donation portal. We have identified some of these domains as JamaicaHurricaneHelp.net, JamaicaHurricaneHelp.org, Jamaica-Hurricane-Help.com, MelissaReliefJamaica.net, MelissaReliefJamaica.com, MelissaReliefJamaica.org, supportjamaica.gov.jm.com, supportjamaica.gov.jm.net, and you recognize that the last two are very much similar to our official website. The main difference is that all of our websites, our official website ends with .gov.jm.com. What you have identified, ladies and gentlemen, is that these sites are at varying stages of development. But Jamaica CERT suspect that these sites may become active in coming days. The only legitimate government website for Hurricane Melissa relief donations is https://www.supportjamaica.gov.jm. So you'll see that our official website ends with .gov.jm. How should you protect yourselves? Verify the URL carefully. As I stated earlier, the official site ends in .gov.jm and not .com, .net, or .org. We ask that persons who wish to donate to type the address directly. Do not click links in unsolicited emails or social media messages. Look for security indicators. Ensure the site shows https:// and look for a padlock icon. Again, that speaks to the security of the site. We are asking persons to be suspicious of urgent requests. Scammers create artificial urgency to bypass your careful judgment. We ask that you research any organization